Hello, everyone. Hello. It's your girl, RenaeThaDiva. I'm actually going to be talking to everyone today about starting a business 101. Now, this is very important for those of you who are on here who are even live creators or content creators or whatever title you want to use for this. That's considered a business. I don't know if you knew that or not. So while you're monetizing yourself here on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform you're using, make sure you're using your business information smartly. What I mean by that is this. I have several businesses up under my corporation, several LLCs up under my corporation. So I have formed a corporation that I use to be the parent company for all of my businesses. And some people may say, well, why did you do that? There's some definite tax benefits and advantages to it. So when you see my badge here, my insurance agency is my main breadwinner business, I guess you could say, or my passion. So it's the one that I focus a lot on. You see me on here on TikTok also, where I actually am involved with an organization called Lipstick Entertainment, where we actually do podcasts, another branding of RenaeThaDiva. There you go. These are all avenues that I can create income for myself. So some may say, well, how do I even go about getting started with starting my business? So there are some steps, and some of these steps are very state specific. Some of them are not. Some of them are pretty general and you can use them whatever state you're in. So a lot of people will charge you for the information I'm going to give you. I'm giving it to you for free. My thanks is you being a successful business owner. So again, this has a lot to do with those who are on here who are content creators or curators or people that are monetizing their platform. Make sure that you are using that in the proper sense is what we're discussing today. So in starting your business, the first step, of course, is, for me, I say prayer. Definitely knowing what you want to do in your business, knowing how to set that business up, knowing if you're going to be in a location, if you're going to be in a home office, some of the benefits of being in a home office. Those are all things that need to be considered. So again, going through your state, forming your business. It's always easiest to form your LLC first. So if your state's like our state, we have a website that we can use for our business division where we actually can go in and search the business name. That's a great start. You have to know what you're going to name your business. In naming the business, I always suggest that you make it something that's going to be, of course, yes, definitely catchy, that you can use for marketing, and also make sure that it's something that's more unique, but that it does fit your type of business, because some names are just too general. So once you do your search in your state's website to make sure that that name is available, go ahead and reserve that name as an LLC. Secondly, once you have your name formed, you need to also apply for your EIN or your tax ID number. That can be done directly through the IRS website. A lot of times that takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes to do. You have to have an EIN. Okay, just FYI. Next, after you formed your name, you've registered with your state as an actual business, you've gotten your EIN, you need to open a business banking account. And you need a business address. If you decide that you are going to do a home-based business or a home office, make sure that you actually get a professional address as well. This becomes important when you're going through things like the loan process or trying to get funded for your business, because they want to see that you have a separate structure established other than just your home address. Okay, so we've gotten get your name formed or form your business with your state, get your EIN, and get a business banking account. Those are the first 3 steps. So then next we have, if you are going into an actual location other than your home, those kind of expenses and some of the kind of expenses you can expect to have when you are going into business. So you're going to spend a lot of money on branding. Yes, branding, because you become your own brand. RenaeThaDiva, that is my brand. His Kingdom Enterprise, which is my corporation, is my parent company. That's, again, showing examples of how you have a corporation and then you have businesses up under the corporation. Okay? So then we have things that you have to account for that you will expect to spend in forming your business. There are some pretty expensive things to get taken care of, but the benefit of it is that a lot of it is more one-time expenses. So you're going to have to look for, if you're going to office space, does it need to be remodeled? Does it need to be built out, depending on what kind of location you're getting? Or is it being built from the ground up? If you are renting the location, what is your monthly rent going to be? A lot of times they will ask you for the first and the last month's rent up front, as well as usually some kind of a security deposit. Okay. Then you will have things like, if you are not renting, you're actually buying a building, what is the monthly mortgage going to be? Right? Next, you have things like furnishing that office. Are you going to have staff? Is it going to be just you? Depending on what kind of business you have, you're going to have to get office furniture. I'm sorry, I keep pushing my glasses up. I got lashes on. And, my glasses come down a little bit, but I need them to see. So, other than office furniture, you need to think about also, are you going to have the public coming in? Will you have to have seating for people? Will you have a lobby area? Will you have definite areas that are off limits to the public, which is you should, for sure. Okay. Next, you need to think about electronics and equipment. So your computer equipment. Do you need a printer, scanner, fax? Do you need a shredder? Even something that simple. Yes. If you are doing anything with anybody's public information, I definitely suggest that you have a shredder. Hey sis, hi everybody. Thank you for coming on in. I'm just discussing, if you're just joining, I'm just discussing some of the business, starting business 101s and some of the things you can kind of do to, get your business started. So feel free to chime in, comment, like, share, all the above. Make sure you follow, okay? I'll be trying to drop gems periodically in addition to my podcast. So make sure you do that. Next, you have to think about utilities. And, when you are in a lease, you need to make sure that in your lease, if it doesn't encompass your utilities, that you know what your utilities run on average. Because, again, this is all going to be part of your budgeting per month. The term a lot of commercial leases will have is called a triple net lease. And that will include your utilities. So I also suggest in business that you have a business attorney. If you don't keep them on retainer, definitely have access to one. The reason why is because depending on the contracts that you're going to be using and sharing, you want to make sure that you are covered. So make sure those contracts are reviewed before you sign on dotted lines. Then there's business insurance, which is where I generally come in, insuring your business. You want to make sure you have a business owner's policy that covers your business and you as a CEO. You want to also make sure you have a workers' comp policy if you have staff members, and that workers' comp policy includes covering yourself. And then you want to also make sure you have cyber liability and data policies. The reason why that one is important is because so many people are getting hacked. If it's something even as simple as having a cash register that's electronic, that can be hacked. That can hold people's data. You don't want to be sued for a data leak. Okay? So in addition to that, you want to consider signage. Depending on what kind of office space you are in, you're going to have to get signage to let people know where you are, right? That is the goal, is to get people in your office. So you want to have a budget for signage and know what that will cost you for external, internal signage. Okay. Then you want to also put in your budget for business advertising, meals, entertainment, office supplies, and professional dues. Um, I definitely encourage you to become a member of your Chamber of Commerce in your state. Then, depending on your state, there are also other organizations you can join that will offer you the opportunity to come and be vendors or sponsors and speak at their engagements as a way to gain more customers and clientele as well. So, just FYI. Uh, Other miscellaneous startup dues or things you may want to consider and make sure that you have in your budget is payroll. That again is if you are going to have staff. Are they going to be 1099, meaning that they are basically contractors, depending on your state, or are they going to be W-2? I know a lot of states have gone to, even if they are considered 1099, you as an employer may still be responsible for their taxing or withholding their taxing, or having them sign something saying that you will not withhold taxes from their income. So this is also something to consider when you are looking at business startups. So I know I have given you tons and tons and tons of information. There are definitely some things we can also discuss further. If you are interested in learning more, or if you have questions, feel free to comment, like, share, send me a DM. And I'll be happy to try to help you out as much as possible. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for just being here. And make sure again you liking and you're sharing. My name is RenaeThaDiva. Also Renee Parker, the insurance agent. So get with me soon. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.